What's up, nerd geeks and gamers alike? It's Nerdy Nick, and I'm here, keeping up on my word and making a new video about the Arcade1Up cabinets that are on sale for $50 at your local Walmart. But I'm sure by the time you're seeing this video, they're probably sold out. And with good reason, because they're only $50 right now. Now, let's make one thing clear. Arcade1Up is not going out of business. What they are doing is giving Walmart the leniency to price these down to get them out of the store so they can, in fact, buy the new inventory, stock it, and sell us all 4-player NBA Jam cabinets and all the other ones. But anyways, guys, here is my game room. Eventually we'll do a game room tour video. And right there is my Street Fighter Arcade1Up cabinet. I like it, and we'll get into it later. But right now, I've got this beauty right here. This is the other Capcom Arcade1Up cabinet. It's got Final Fight, 1944, The Loop Master, Ghosts and Goblins, and Strider. So in this video, we are going to watch me assemble the Arcade1Up cabinet, possibly in time speed up mode. And I will not only show them in operating condition, but will also give my humble feedback on these cabinets. These were in no way, shape, or form given to me by Walmart or Arcade1Up, although I really wish I got them for free. But anyways, guys, let's get to it. So, first and foremost, I want to apologize now. I will have a fan going, and I will also have a little portable air conditioner going, because I live in Arizona, where it is hot. It's supposed to be 101 tomorrow. So, I apologize for the noise, if there's any background noise that you catch. Now, let's get to the equipment we need. Number one, I don't have a workbench that's portable, so I am using my laundry equipment, my ironing board. These are the two tools you'll need. Number one, a screwdriver. Number two, a blade. A blade? A blade, Nick! A blade? What do you possibly need a blade for? Well, there's a lot of tape on here and a lot of blading that will take place in order to open up the box. Cool. So here's another thing. When you're cutting and using your blade or using something to open up these boxes, you just want to make sure you're just cutting the tape, really. You're not going too far deep. You just want to get, oop, there we go, get the camera back on focus. Just cut a little bit so you can grip the box and just start to pop it open, because this tape does break pretty easy. So again, no need to go crazy with the blade. Just use it to get the box slightly open, and then you can do the rest with those awesome gamer hands. So now that we have the box open, we're going to take out all the contents, separate it amongst the wall, because everything is labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, I think all the way to L for the parts. So it's a lot easier once you have them out and separated to grab them and work on the parts. So we'll do this now. Let me tell you about something here. So this is the control panel, the control deck. I want to keep this in the box while I'm building the rest of the cabinet here on the ground. Reason is, this is a valuable piece of equipment. This is something that has electronics and controls and everything, so I just want to make sure that it is completely safe and secure during the whole process. I don't want to leave it out leaning against the wall and it possibly slide on the floor, break, or whatnot. So we are just going to put control panel there. Alright, so now we got the arcade cabinet built up. We've got the power supply hooked up. So now I'm just going to move it from the build location over to where I want it to be. Now, I do recommend, just for everything being easy, to build it where you want it to be. Unfortunately, my game room, it's already so congested that I don't really have room to build it in there and then just kind of put it where I want it to be. So that's why I built it in the hallway. So now you're gonna see how it moves. This thing is pretty sturdy. Okay, so wherever the screws go, I mean, they stay in place. I've already encountered this with my Street Fighter arcade cabinet. They're a pretty sturdy machine. I'll say that. The material, even though it's probably particle board mixed with something else, it's good for what it is. So, what I recommend doing if you're going to move your arcade cabinet is grab on one end of the underside of the control panel, get another hand right here on the curve, and just lift up. They're not very heavy. I'd say maybe they're 45 to 50 pounds complete. Just gonna put it here for now. So, like you guys saw, it's really easy to just kind of maneuver them. I'm gonna have to end up moving my Game Boy bag. Oh, that fell on the ground. Okay, so now I'm gonna plug it in, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so we've got a mini arcade station in the game room. This feels really cool to be able to have this. I've seen, you know, a bunch of other YouTubers who are much larger than I am have all the machines and whatnot, and just to be able to have both of these Capcom machines, it feels really cool. I feel really fortunate. So what I want to do right now is point out a couple of differences that I've noticed in these two cabinets that were both $50 at Walmart. Now, I bought them at different Walmarts. This one was bought at the northwestern side of town, and this one was bought at the southwestern side of town. Both of them were $50. Now, for those of you who are using BrickSeek as a means of seeing if Walmart has them in stock or not, this was not on BrickSeek's inventory for Walmart, and it said they were sold out, but lo and behold, it was there. So I wouldn't necessarily trust 100% of what that website has to say. And the one that they said was in stock, the Rampage one, that one was not in stock at the store. So I lucked out either way. So one of the things you'll notice right away, and if you want to come over here, is the screen differences, the brightness. So this is probably, I'll call it Gen 1 of Arcade1Up, and this will be Gen 2. So the screen brightness is completely different. The Final Fight cabinet is much brighter. As you can see here, you can probably notice a little bit of a difference now with the lights off. The Street Fighter cabinet has more of a blue hue to the screen brightness, whereas the Final Fight cabinet is just brighter all around with keeping its true color. Another thing I'll say is the Street Fighter cabinet is much quieter compared to the Final Fight cabinet. Now, while I have no complaints about the volume for the Street Fighter cabinet, the Final Fight cabinet is much louder. Now, do with that what you will. I think the Street Fighter cabinet is totally fine with its volume, but when they were running side by side, the Final Fight cabinet was almost drowning out the Street Fighter cabinet. Another thing, this one came with the plastic protective layer over the control deck, which is great. Now, unfortunately, the Street Fighter Championship Edition cabinet did not come with that, so I have to order that separately. And with the way the world is right now, who knows when that would come in if I ordered it today. The buttons and control sticks, let's say this. This one, it makes the Street Fighter cabinet does make a nice click noise. The buttons are very springy. Okay. With the Final Fight cabinet, this one sounds a little more clicky rather than just like a little, the little noise this one makes. I know it's just a noise that a controller joystick makes, but at the same time, when you are having an arcade cabinet in your home and you're playing this for the somewhat arcade experience, you hear the noises and you see the control deck and you see the cabinet and everything. You want it to be as authentic as possible to bring you back to where you played it originally. So these don't really have too much of a spring noise to them. They're very firm, kind of how I remember it. But at the same time, I'm not going to complain about either one and the way they sound. So as you can see, for the most part, the arcade cabinets, they're just about the same height, same style and everything. Overall, my only major complaints are that the Street Fighter cabinet did not come with the protective layer, the protective shield, to prevent the artwork from being smudged over time. And I really, now that I'm seeing this screen, I wish this one had the same brightness and color correction, because the blue hue is very obvious after looking at this one right here. But overall, for 50 bucks for each of them, I paid $100 for both of these. That's less than the cost of just one at regular price. I could buy two more and barely be at, or no, I would be able to buy, because they run to, what is it, $299.99 each. So I only paid $100 for this. So yeah, I could get two more. I could have four for the price of one. That's ridiculous. So at that point, you almost have like no room to complain about anything. But if I was someone who bought these at full price, I would have some complaints as far as the Street Fighter cabinet goes. Now, as you saw, it took me roughly half an hour to build this one up, and that was with taking a pause here and there to use the restroom or take the pizza out of the oven. What frustrates me a little bit is that some of the holes don't exactly line up one-to-one like how they do in the instruction booklet, and that's just because of the materials that are used in being built. This is particle board. We gotta be real, we gotta be, we gotta tamper our expectations. It's just like when you build furniture from IKEA or bookshelves from Walmart. Not everything is going to line up 100% perfect, and that's just because it's cheap and it's affordable, right? So you gotta kind of tamper your expectations with the quality. Overall, the weight is very light. So if you're someone like me, who kind of like throws their weight around, you're gonna see the arcade cabinet shake a little bit. You're gonna see it rock back and forth. Both of these cabinets do come with kits that anchor them into the walls. Now, I don't want to use those just because, I'm not worried about these tipping over on an infant. I don't have an infant in the home. And I'm not worried about them shifting around too much because I'm an adult. I know how to play with these. I'm not just going to be shaking it around and going wild. So, that's really it. Do I want risers for them? Not necessarily. If I get the money for it, I'll build them myself. But I'm not going to go out and buy risers for them right now. I'm totally fine with, playing them as is. They're perfect height for both of my kids either way. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to say that either one of these is perfectly worth the price for them. And that's it, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching the video. Arcade1Up, you did a great job doing what you did for the price points that they were at. Even at full price, they're still worth it. I've always wanted to get one, and fortunately, patience paid off for me in that I found them at the prices they were at Walmart. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form from Arcade1Up or Walmart or any other company that provides this stuff. Went out and bought it myself. So thank you very much. Hopefully my build has encouraged people to go out and buy these, and see that it's not very intimidating at all to put these together. It's very easy, very conveniently structured as how to build them in the instruction booklet. Came with everything I needed. I wasn't missing any hardware whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, they even came with a little packet of spare parts just in case the labeled, parts didn't come with a full set. So Arcade1Up, great job. I love both of these. I can't wait to see the NBA Jam one that comes out later on, because that is my jam. I love NBA Jam. So anyways guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you have one of these machines, what do you think about them? Let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully my review has helped some of you out who are considering or on the fence about buying one. Like I said, I like them a lot. Just temper your expectations and you'll be rock solid. See you guys in the next video.